Wow, my hair is really looking like a bird's nest. It's been like 2 months since I've cut it. I have roughly 2 weeks left till my retreat ends and I can get my hair cut finally. I'm so excited to look better in these videos and make a little bit less of a fool of myself than I otherwise already am. That being said, today's topic is just about this channel, and that's no niche. No niche. I think that's the niche. The niche is no niche. Whenever I notice I'm leaning too hard into a specific style of video or topic, whether that be the AI stuff or these talking videos where I'm talking, or guitar stuff, which I've been doing, or anything else, even if I do gaming videos, if I feel like it's going too far in that direction, or maybe the efforts are, I'm not sure where the line is, but I switch it up. The goal is no niche. The goal is just pure expression. Every single time I've started something, I've stopped because of a feeling of misalignment, not wanting to identify with that thing. That has been especially true with this YouTube channel. The first time I was streaming and making YouTube videos, I made actually Gran Turismo videos. That game where you can connect a steering wheel to a PlayStation, that was a PS4. I think it was Gran Turismo 6. Super fun game. Super, super, super fun. Might get back into it in the future. I just focused on it so hard. I think I was streaming for 2 to 3 months. I had like 2 or 3 repeat viewers, which was actually fun. The community, however, is very small, and I sort of realized, well, if I want to be a streamer, then this is not the game to do it. I don't remember why I just dropped everything from there, but I did. I dropped everything with streaming and YouTube making. And as you can see in my channel, as the years have gone by, every time I've come back, I've had some sort of niche. Sometimes it was gaming, other times it was insights with the shorts that I used to make. About a month ago was the AI, which was the most successful one. It doubled my subscriber count. I had a video with 500 views, a lot of really successful shorts. And don't get me wrong, that sort of success is very appealing. I really like posting a short and getting 2 to 3 more subs. That's very appealing, but YouTube is a form of expression for me. And so sticking to just one niche always has felt wrong. The gaming, especially, I don't see myself as a gamer. That's not how I want to advertise myself to the world, to the internet. I play games, or at least I like to. I haven't been playing since, I think the last time I really played was February. I'll probably start playing again sometime after my retreat, but I don't want to get caught into the trap of just gaming, for instance, or just making gaming YouTube videos. I have so many interests that I realize in my life. When I was young, and now sporadically, I've had interest in cars. I have interest in meditation and this spiritual stuff, self-development and insights, working out, guitar. What else? AI is an interest, even though I have resistance to it. I have interests in video games, reading. My interests are so wide and so varied. Watching shows, movies, food. I've just noticed whenever I've niched down, I've sort of I run into one of two traps. One trap, when I try to niche down into something that is productive, like the AI, everything else that I'm interested in I put a blocker up in my mind. It blocks the other things in life that I'm interested in. It makes me less worldly. It makes me more serious and more tight. And that's not how I want to be in this world. The other end of the spectrum is if I've niched into things like video games, I've just felt similarly less expansive, but for other reasons, more like the feeling you get when you eat too much fast food or too much junk food without balance for healthy food and healthy lifestyle. My goal is a healthy balance, and to somehow keep making videos without keeping my channel to a niche. The best examples of this who I look to, there's two. Moist Critical, which is an extreme example, and Ludwig, which is a more contained example. Ludwig, at least he started off, and he still mainly is a video game content creator. He has some things that he does that aren't video gaming, such as his yearly tip to tip series, which I absolutely love, where he goes tip to tip from in a certain country, a foreign country, where him and another guy, Michael Reeves, don't know the language. They don't have phones available to them, no maps, no translators, and they have to figure out how to get from the bottom tip to the top. Just a bit of a tangent there. Obviously, that's not gaming, so he's diversified a bit. His main thing still is gaming. His container for his channel is gaming, but really the container is him, and that's the point. His content isn't about the games. It's about him playing the games, or him doing certain things, running certain events. He's known for running events like recently he's been doing the Creator Olympics or the Streamer Olympics, where a bunch of streamers meet up and do weird sort of field day exercises for a crowd. Stuff like that, where I don't want to do exactly that. I don't love the idea of being a streamer. It's just a bit weird to me, but I do like the idea of just being me, not having a singular niche, whether that be AI or nice video making or vlogs or even talking to the camera like this. I want to do everything that I want to do. Moist Critical is the extreme example. Also, a lot of his content is focused on gaming, but clearly that's not his only thing. He does a lot of these talking videos too. He talks about everything weird. His style is a bit more clunky and messy, and I don't love that, but I do like how simple his stuff is. His videos are very simple. He doesn't really make any major edits. I think that's part of how he's able to keep making content, is because he doesn't have a set editing style. Ludwig is a more condensed version of that, where he has a set editing style. He typically focuses on gaming and streaming videos. So where does this go for me? I don't really know. These sort of talking head videos, they're not that popular. The impressions I get for each one of these is a couple hundred impressions. And as you can see, between 5 and 10 views is typical. With a guitar video, for instance, I got 3,000 impressions for that and 80 views. The AI videos are even more. I get 6,000 to 7,000 impressions, and in some cases, hundreds of views. Just to give an idea, people also who watch these videos watch for different reasons. For example, people who watch the AI videos are most likely interested in just the AI. If I make the video about AI. So I'm kind of on the forefront of understanding how I can keep making content in a way that's expansive and allows me to have the content be about me. The first way to do that is, as I mentioned, whenever it feels like it's being niched down, I just switch. And I think Ludwig actually mentioned this. His goal was to be a variety streamer, I think he mentioned. He started off with gaming, and he started with certain games. And he said, I remember a couple of years ago watching a video where he said, whenever it felt like I started being identified with a certain game, I would switch. And I think that's a great idea. I'm just wondering how I can implement that on a wider scale, because gaming is a much smaller niche. It's a lot easier to go from thing to thing. Me just being me and either talking or playing guitar or doing a food review or doing a day in the life. I don't know what kinds of content I'm going to make. And the main question is how I'm going to retain an audience, a consistent audience over that base of content. In my mind, it's just about making various pieces of content and slowly expanding. That's the way that I see it, and slowly getting my own style. My own, whether it's an editing style or a video style, like this minimal editing. Generally a similar or same style amongst all of my videos, regardless of the topic. And just an understanding that, yeah, it's going to be a longer term project. Moist Critical has been in the game, I think, since 2007 is when he started posting videos. Ludwig, only 2019 is when he started streaming, I think. So pretty recently, only 7 years ago for a guy who's a self proclaimed doesn't need to make another dollar in his life. So it's not like it can take forever, but and the goal is not even necessarily to make this an income source either. It's just to do stuff. That's the ultimate goal. Though, as with any sort of art or expression form, I don't know if I'd call this art. I mean, it is art in a way. It's just not that, it's not a very expansive form of art, just me talking to a video and not editing it. Like any form of expression, it's really nice to have an audience or people to receive that expression. It's just nice to get some feedback, to interact with the community. So I'd like to develop that and build that. That being said, yeah, if I make AI videos, I get AI subscribers, people who are interested in AI. Same with guitar. Those two seem to be the most popular things. I only made one guitar video, but I'm pretty sure those are going to be pretty popular because people like that kind of stuff. People like entertainment and people like things that can make them money, which is AI, and entertainment is guitar. Gaming also, I think, fits into that category too. Gaming videos could probably get more views for popular games, especially shorts nowadays. Shorts are a very common way to watch gaming. So just some thoughts. Or I thought this was going to be a short video, but it's already 12 minutes, which is good. I like having longer-ish videos. Maybe I'll keep talking. I don't even know if I'm ending the video here, but just some thoughts about this channel, but also my life. As I've mentioned several times, I've had a really tough time in my life just picking a career or a job to make money. I just don't really know. And that's been really frustrating. So I've kind of been just floating along and bouncing in between, you could say, bouncing in between what life has been presenting me, and it's been largely uncomfortable. Stuff that I kind of eventually need to commit to but don't really want to, like maybe going to school or becoming a dump truck driver. Yeah, so I really don't know. The AI stuff might happen, it might not happen. I haven't really had success with it yet. Who knows? There's just so many questions. But also in my life, what I'm trying to say is there's stuff that I want to do that doesn't necessarily fit in with everything else. I do want to play some video games, but I also want to meet people in person, meet new friends in person, go on dates in person, play sports, travel. It's hard for me to see a way where everything fits, and I'm working towards that. One example could be to sell my PC and buy a handheld instead. That's a high quality handheld that I can record on it and maybe even stream if I want to stream and make gaming videos from time to time, and also travel with it. Also stacking my day, starting off with just productive leverage movers for my life and just being productive. And then as the day goes on, there's just more and more space for, you could say, entertainment value activities. Just some ideas here. The goal is to allow my interests, even if that means working on them one thing at a time. Obviously, you only have a certain amount of hours in the day, a certain amount of energy. So you need to devote your time you need to invest your time in a very calculated way. You can't watch two shows at the same time. You can't work you can make work play, and that's another topic I think that's related to this I'm not going to go into, but trying to figure all that out, trying to understand how to live my life in a way that I'm happy with it, not constantly trying to change my life into a life that I think I want, but rather optimizing my life for what it is now and seeing where that goes. That's kind of where I'm at. The main challenge has definitely been just financially. I haven't really settled anywhere yet. I thought I was settling with my current job, but I'm going to have to stop that in August, and who knows, I think this might be a normal experience, maybe not. My life, I think is, I wouldn't say it's harder than a normal life. It's just the difficulties I experience, I feel I just haven't seen many people relate to the same difficulties that I have. And we're all different people with different difficulties. So that's just my mind making excuses, I guess, and trying to make myself feel like I'm different or otherwise. But yeah, I just, a lot of ums today. Something I've been trying to do with these videos is eliminating or minimizing those filler words. Yeah, I don't have much more to say. 16 minutes. Tomorrow I might make a guitar video so I don't have all these talking head videos in a row. We'll see though. Thanks for watching.